Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Brave, Be You. So I was asked a question, why Be Brave, Be You? Why would you create an organization about that? Well, I wanted to share with you a little bit about my story, my personal story, and a little bit about how Be Brave, Be You came about. So for the longest time, I struggled through the spirit of fear. Basically, I grew up being bullied as a kid and suffered from verbal abuse at home. So throughout my childhood and up to my teenage years, I felt a sense of unworthiness, feeling a sense of low self-esteem, in general just being fearful about doing things. And so I grew up that way, and so I decided one day to do something about it. And as I became a teenager, I just pushed myself. I just got myself into uncomfortable situations. Did I jump over a cliff or something like that crazy? Well, not that, but I did push myself to do uncomfortable things that would get me out of my comfort zone. Things that would challenge me, that would make me be very fearful inside, but yet I still did them. Now, being brave is not about being fearless, but it's about being fearful and still doing it anyway. So I put myself through that, and the more I did it, something magical started to happen to me. I started becoming a braver person, just a stronger person in general. I started giving advice to other people that I didn't even know. I started, speaking. I started getting into really nice nonprofit organization that was dedicated to helping underprivileged, I guess, or girls that were going through things and needed the help, needed encouragement, needed leadership. And so I became a nonprofit director in hopes that I could share at least some encouragement and empowerment to some of these girls. And so what they didn't realize is that it was really helping me a lot to become the person that, I'm becoming better and better each day, because we're all a work in progress. We're never going to be perfect, but the goal is to become a better you, a better version of yourself each day. And so within that time, I started doing many things. And I continued to push myself, continue to, just find ways to always be challenging myself, right? And unfortunately, something else happened to me where my father, I got the news that my father was, had cancer. And for 3 years, I was pretty much just helping my father out between me and my sister and my mom, and so unfortunately he lost the battle of cancer. Yesterday marked his 3-year anniversary of passing away, and so this rocked me to my core, and I thought I have to do something in my life, something that, to prove that, to prove to myself first of all, and also to honor the legacy of my father, to become someone, to do things that are greater beyond me. And because for the longest time, my dad, he had a dream of retiring, and he only had about 2 years before he retired, and he would have a full pension and be able to go back to Mexico and live the style of life that he always dreamed of. But unfortunately, life had a different plan for him, and so for all that time, he put pretty much his life on hold, hoping that one day he would, fully live the type of lifestyle that he wanted. And it was there when he passed away that I decided to take life by the horns and started to change my life around. I started eating, just getting healthier, listening to self-development videos, getting my hands on anything, pretty much anything that I could, get my hands on to try and help myself. And so that's how Be Brave, Be You became to be. And so the goal of Be Brave and Be You is to help others to live bravely, to live the life that they're truly meant to and deserve to live. And I'll be teaching some tips, hopefully we'll get to a point where, I'm teaching the leadership curriculum again. But I'll be showcasing videos of, other brave women that have gone through adversity and gone through fear, but yet they've gotten to a point to become successful and become the better themselves, and for lack of better words. Why is it important to live bravely? I'm going to touch a little bit about that because that was another question that I was asked. Like, why should you care about getting uncomfortable and getting out of your comfort zone? Well, if you don't want to have any regrets in your life, I would rather say try. And if you fail, then you fail, but at least you tried and you don't have the regret of not ever trying in life. Another reason is you also want to get to experience the things that you thought you were not capable of doing. And surprise yourself, and if you thought you would never get to a point of running a 5K marathon and all of a sudden you did, that's a big accomplishment, and each accomplishment, each thing that you go through that makes you uncomfortable, but yet you get out of your comfort zone, you grow each time and you become better and stronger. And I see people, and this is yet just my opinion, and feel free to have your own personal opinion, but when I see a person that's pushing hard, that's trying hard, that's getting out of their comfort zone, that's being authentic with themselves and living their life authentically and bravely, I see that person, is going somewhere, right? And I want to help those type of people that, maybe might not be there yet, but might get there, with some encouragement. So does becoming braver mean that you're better than anyone else? No, not necessarily. You would get to a better place in your life and, become a better person yourself. Because each person contributes their own special gifts, their own special gifts to the world. And so that's the point, leveraging your strengths, and, just staying true to who you are. So I hope that you find this channel beneficial. I will be talking about different topics throughout the videos, but also I'll be interviewing women and, and girls of all ages that are, doing something that is perhaps outside of the status quo, or perhaps it's something that, they went through. At first they were fearful of doing, but then they found themselves in this great place now. So that's the goal. Stay tuned for other videos that are coming up. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to Be Brave, Be You. My name is Liz Baromo, and I'm glad I'm hoping that you enjoyed this video. And please put a thumbs up on the video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.